Mastek 4.2, as I call it, is one of the probably the biggest transformations that I have personally led in Mastek in terms of the scope and the impact that one is attempting to create there. In essence, what we are trying to do in Mastek 4.2 is completely delayer the organization, make it self-organizing, self-directed, self-managed teams, rather than someone at the center, at the top, trying to second guess what every team needs to do or drive the team in terms of a specific agenda. So it's actually how do you unleash the human spirit, ensure that all the teams across the whole organization are willing to come together, look at what they need to do from the perspective of wowing their customer, delighting their customers, ensuring that their own teammates are growing, they're getting engaged, they're actually contributing significantly to the customer's business and to Mastek's own business. How do they contribute beyond the project to creating a body of knowledge either within the company or into the open source community? How do they spearhead growth and profitability for Mastek as an organization, build our reputation? So these are the drivers, but in essence, what we have done in Mastek 4.2 is removed all hierarchies. So no individual in Mastek has a boss. There is no one who is sitting and trying to appraise your performance at the end of the year in terms of how you did it, what you did, which is often a big sword hanging over an individual's head, saying, okay, my boss is going to appraise my performance. So we removed all layers, we removed all appraisals. No individual needs to actually get an approval on most of the things. Like if I take vacation, I don't need anyone's approval. If I spend some money, I don't need someone's approval. So about 20 odd areas where one would normally need approvals, we removed all those approvals. In essence, the whole idea of Mastek 4.2 is how do I bring individuals the power that genuinely belongs to them. We are in an industry where all the knowledge, most of the technology expertise lies with youngsters who are young into an organization, who are at the operating levels within a company. But often the hierarchical structure, the traditional command and control mechanisms, somebody at the top is actually driving or deciding what this guy should do, and the person at the top has probably never touched a computer for a long period of time in terms of developing software or writing code. But that actually doesn't work, because you need a lot more creativity from engineers today if you have to look at what is the digital technology opportunities out there and how do we make our customers fully realize the value of digitalization, as we call it. So we need youngsters to actually stand up, use their full creativity, and not get cowed down in any way by what their bosses will think or what the hierarchy is forcing them to do, but do whatever is right for the customer. So these were the drivers behind 4.2, and we are now 18 odd months into the implementation of it. I think it's gone pretty well so far. The feedback that we have from our customers who come and visited us is there's a lot more engagement, communication from the teams. They're saying these guys always were good, but now they're stepping up, they're asking questions, they're willing to challenge us on our own notions, they're coming up with ideas. So that, I think, is a very, very key difference that it has made over the last 18 months. A lot of the Mastekians themselves recognize that they have a lot more power. Not everyone knows how to use it. Obviously, in a program like this, where people are used to, especially in an Indian context, a very hierarchical, almost a feudal mindset where there is a respect for authority, respect for seniors. For them to give that up and be willing to challenge anyone, whether it's internal or external, will take time. But we see a fair percentage of the organization slowly moving to that, and it's already started giving us results from the perspective of customer engagement, being able to deliver value and impact and innovation to our customers, and for employees to feel the freedom to grow, to actually learn new things, be able to develop something which is quite different for the customers, to look at what innovative solutions we can offer them. One of the major drivers for Mastek 4.2 is actually customers. That today the customers are looking at how to leverage digital technology for business advantage. They are not looking at run-of-the-mill systems. They are not looking at doing what someone else did. But they want to create something unique and highly differentiated, which can set them apart in the marketplace. And we know that the traditional brick and mortar companies today are facing threats from the like of an Uber or a Google or an Airbnb or an Amazon in the industries that we play in. And they need a response which gives them the ability to compete with an Amazon or an Uber on their own terms and not on Amazon's terms. So how do I take advantage of the fact that I'm brick and mortar, at the same time look at digital technologies to give customers a much better service? So these are the kind of problems that we are trying to solve for our customers. I think today almost 50-60% of our business happens out of digital transformation programs. Now for this you need small, well-knit, agile teams who can come together, work very in intense collaboration with the customer, understand the problems as they see it, be able to prototype solutions and slowly grow over iterations from prototypes to production releases, which is what the entire agile methodology calls for. So agile teams require the expertise. It requires a cross-section of expertise, but it requires people who are willing to work shoulder to shoulder with customers, challenge them, be able to come up with new ideas, look at what other companies in the industry are doing, look at what other industries themselves are doing, and take all that into how do we create something which is very impactful and different for a customer. So for the customer, the biggest benefit of Mastek 4.0 is the ability to leverage the best of human talent, the human creativity that our engineers have and our business analysts and solution architects have to create something which is very different and impactful for them so that they can actually grow their business and do better in terms of serving their customers. That's, I think, the main. But in the process, I mean, the way Mastek 4.0 works is they start seeing results early because agile and lean principles are at the foundation of 4.0. We are saying that every quarter, can I actually deliver something which can be put into production, which can add business value? Don't wait 18 months, 24 months like you used to do in our large programs in the past. We are giving you something which can give you much quicker time to market, quicker benefit, and you learn as you progress. That you don't sit and through a waterfall methodology conceptualize what will be a solution 3 years from now upfront because you're incapable of doing it. We don't know what the market dynamics will be 3 years from now given the pace of change. But can we look at a quarter at a time and see how do I improve my business in this quarter and directionally move towards a roadmap rather than try to pin down all details and all the contours of a solution upfront. So the agile method is a very important component of digital transformation, and Mastek 4.0 has the organizational backing to make agile work. We started the agile journey almost 3 years back, but we found that there were bottlenecks when you put agile in a command and control hierarchical top-down structure. For agile to work, you need empowered teams. You need the bosses to completely liberate and say, I'm just a person who will support this whole process or add value. I'm not going to direct or control how things are done. So that, I think, the very fact that 4.0 is in place helps us build these solutions in an agile, predictable manner where every quarter we offer some value to our customers. Key benefits of Mastek 4.0 to the customer is one is higher levels of innovation, that you have a team which is thinking for you. Second, you get this innovation delivered quicker, that using the agile method, whatever is the new idea comes to you and you can actually start implementing it in a series of minimum viable products and improvement initiatives which happen on that. Third is a high level of predictability. Mastek was always renowned for predictability, but now you can actually see it in action because you're going to see this code and the system evolve in front of your eyes in a fairly short time frame. So you know that the results that you want are actually coming or not coming. So that's the third key benefit. And the fourth is that your entire team, your business users, your own IT team and the Mastek team work in close collaboration. This is not something thrown over the wall. These are teams coming together both virtually and in geographical proximity, that they are coming together to solve a problem. So there is high ownership over the solution and the implementability and the actual implementation of the solution gets promoted in the process. If I take Mastek years, I think the biggest benefit is this is an opportunity for them to express themselves fully and grow. There is no way of growing unless you experiment, you learn, you fail, try new things. This allows you to fail early, fail fast, and learn from your failures. There is a supportive environment where nobody is trying to second guess you and beat you down. People are looking at how do you actually grow and contribute more. Then you have a much more intense team working because entire accountability now is with the team, that you come together with your own team to determine what you can do for this quarter, and you actually watch yourself doing it. At the end of the quarter you come back and assess for yourself whether you've done it or not, and nobody else is going to appraise your performance. Your own team is going to come and guide you and counsel you on what you need to do better, what you have done very well, what is your natural talent. So entire growth, working in a collaborative environment with high level of camaraderie with not just your own peer Mastekiers, but also with the clients and with the client's business users, I think is the other thing, that you have an environment and a culture which promotes creativity and doing something meaningful and contributing to the real world. I think these are some key benefits of 4.0. Apart from the fact that you drive your own career, that there is no limit to your growth. You determine how fast you want to grow, you determine how you will develop, you actually see yourself progressing in the organization. For the organization, I think a lot of our management time which is spent internally is now got released. All our senior people now are focused more on customers and contributing to customer as well as on industry problems. As the 4.0 structure takes shape, we expect higher levels of predictability on our projects, less breakdowns, higher profitability on each of these projects. And we will build assets. I think we will contribute not just to our own asset base, but also to the open source asset base, that we will build a body of knowledge which will help do these projects much faster, quicker, and at better quality over a period of time. Other part of 4.0 is it's actually an experiment in organizational evolution in some form. So there is some things going around saying, how do you actually make organizations work more like nature? More like nature in the sense that you have self-organizing way of building yourself, developing yourself, growing. So I think Mastek is an experiment in self-organization, in mimicking nature as much as possible, and it will be for the benefit of the entire industry or all companies. As this model matures and it develops, Mastek will be a good role model for people to look at.